In a quiet Aguda village, where the earth was a familiar friend beneath her bare feet, lived a young girl named Adana. Her dreams were as wide as the sky, but her reality was a small, dusty path. Her heart was heavy, filled with a silent sadness she couldn't share. One evening, the sounds of her parents' argument filled their humble home. They had decided her future for her. She was to marry a local carpenter, a young man whose clothes were torn and whose pockets were as empty as the promises of a life she had once imagined. With tears blurring her vision, she accepted her fate, her own dreams shattering like glass. Their wedding was a simple village affair. The elders gathered, the beat of the drums echoed through the air, and palm wine was passed around. But beneath the celebrations, whispers followed the couple like a shadow. "He's so poor," they'd say. "What future can he give her?" Adana carried their words and her own sorrow as she prepared to leave her home. Weeks later, she followed her husband to the bustling city. It was a world away from her village, loud and overwhelming. And strange things began to happen. He would take phone calls in hushed tones, turning away from her. On the streets, people would stop and bow respectfully, their greetings a mystery to her. She watched, confused, a quiet observer in her own new life. Then one morning, everything changed. He drove her to a part of the city she had never seen. Pulling up to a magnificent mansion, the gates swung open, revealing a fleet of luxury cars. Uniformed guards stood at attention, saluting with a crisp, "Good morning, sir." Adana stood frozen, her mind unable to comprehend what she was seeing. Turning to her, his eyes filled with a love she was only just beginning to understand, he finally revealed his truth. He was a billionaire, a man who had everything but had disguised himself as a poor carpenter to find one thing money could never buy: a woman who would love him for who he was, not for what he had. Tears streamed down Adana's face, but this time, they were tears of overwhelming joy and relief. He had seen the purity of her heart when everyone else saw only his poverty. They embraced, their future as bright and beautiful as the mansion before them. Because true love always sees beyond the surface, beyond riches. Be kind, for you never know the king or queen disguised in simple clothes. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more.